One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on last year's national champions, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Jayhawks will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Phillips.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
At midfield, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way...
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Gives it on the option.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. Williams will pass. It's complete. Oh, he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And the ball bounces out of bounds in the end zone. It is a turnover and a touchback. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense...
There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Williams looking for a man. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Rides the back on the option to give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
Fires into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come.
Turning it on. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line in the running game, making its presence felt. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Kansas. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Direct snap. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. BYU lines up quickly. Right back to the well. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Cougars are on the move. Finds his man. It's Nacua. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Williams will pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway.
14, BYU 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the option. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They're working that left side. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Going over the top. Snags it at the 30 and still running. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Fights off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Jayhawks are threatening in the red zone. This time they'll go to the running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Gray. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it.
There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Gives it on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, BYU.
And the Cougars are marching down the field.
Here we go.
Williams looking for a man. Got a man. It's Wells. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Now from inside the red zone. Makes the catch. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. BYU right back to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give on the inside. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Deep throw off his back foot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to pass. It's Gray. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Second down coming up. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to get it through the air. Looking to the big tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
That is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Cougars. Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising.
There was a lot of pressure on this offense on this drive, knowing they had an opportunity to take the lead into halftime if they could execute. If they get this extra point after that touchdown, that's exactly what's going to happen.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole. There's a live football. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce, right back to the offense.
Finds a little space.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Quarterback adapted. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Zings it complete to the right. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it there.
Catch and stride inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. To the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Now you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is touchdown Jayhawks. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
Looking for a man. It's Gray. Bringing the heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job.
Going deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. 3rd down, and you almost pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick 6.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To throw, it's Gray. Working that left side now. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
BYU 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Looking to take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. BYU has this offense clicking. Now on 2nd down. Williams will pass. He slings it deep to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Got his man on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Big tight end makes the grab, it's a 1st down. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, BYU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final play of the quarter coming. The give out of the gun. Got room to work. Right down the gut of the field. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Kansas. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And after after the extra point. They're on top by 12. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. From inside the 15, here's the return. Look out, he's got room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Parrish. Turns it on in midfield. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He leaves it with his back. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Jayhawk. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Working the middle, it's complete. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Knocked down at the 3, and he was trying to take that interception to the house.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Rides the back and leaves it. That's 20. He's got space. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Alexander. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back to pass, it's Gray. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Cradles it at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
It's complete. Turning it on. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Extending the play. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Williams looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Looking for the score. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his big tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Jayhawks come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone